Learn English easily. The Old House. A long time ago, in a quiet little village, there was a strange old house near the forest. People in the village would quietly talk about this house. They said they heard weird sounds and saw lights in its dirty windows at night. No one knew if someone lived there. There were many stories about this house in the village, and it made the people, especially the kids, both scared and curious. Once there was a boy named Tom who lived in a village. Tom was brave and loved adventures. One evening, when the sky turned orange and purple, as the sun was setting, Tom decided to find out the truth about the old mysterious house everyone talked about. He felt excited and a little scared. He walked towards the house. The way there was full of tall weeds, and the trees around looked strange, like they were hiding secrets. As Tom got closer to the house, he started to feel a spooky, cold feeling in the air. At last, Tom was right in front of the house. It looked old and shabby, with its paint coming off. The garden was all overgrown, as if it had been left alone for a very long time. Tom stopped for a bit, thinking maybe he should go back. But he really wanted to know what was inside. So he walked slowly to the front door, which was a little bit open. He pushed the door more and looked in. Inside, it was very dark, and everything was covered in a lot of dust. It seemed like no one had been in the house for many years. Tom walked around inside the house, looking at the rooms. He saw old chairs and tables that were broken and left there. There were also pictures of people he didn't know. The house felt lonely and empty. He couldn't find anything that explained the weird things people in the village talked about. Just as he was thinking of going back home, feeling a bit let down, he heard a soft sound from upstairs. It was like someone whispering, or maybe it was just the wind. Tom felt his heart beating fast as he carefully went up the stairs. That made creaking sounds. The sound got louder as he went higher until he reached the top floor. On the top floor, Tom saw a room with its door a little bit open. The soft whispering sound seemed to be coming from there. Tom felt nervous, but brave. He pushed the door open to see what was inside. What he found inside was amazing and unexpected. It showed the real secret of the old house. It was something that changed how Tom thought about this mysterious place. The truth was really surprising, but also made things clear. It was a big discovery that would explain the mystery of the house to everyone in the village. This would help the villagers understand the old house by the forest much better. Inside the room, Tom saw a small, old radio on a table, covered in dust. It was on, and the quiet sound he heard was just a weak voice from the radio with lots of noise. He understood that this radio was making the strange sounds people in the village talked about. It was an old radio that was still working. Tom felt happy and a bit funny. The scary stories about the house were all because of an old radio. He turned the radio off and then the house was very quiet. Walking through the house, he thought about how things that look scary can be normal when you know more about them. When Tom went back to the village, he told everyone what he found. The people in the village were shocked to hear what really happened. They laughed at how scared they were before and said thank you to Tom for being brave. The old house was not scary anymore. It made them think of how they liked to make up stories. After that, people liked the old house. They were not scared of it. Some people even began to look after the garden, making it pretty. The house, which used to be a mystery, now showed how the village could come together and be curious. That day, Tom learned something important. He found out that we are often scared of things we don't know. But when we look for the real story, we can understand better and feel calm. He kept being an explorer, always wanting to learn and find new things. But now he knew that things are not always like they look. The people in the village did not forget how brave Tom was. They told their children about his adventure and the old house for a long time. They used it as a story to show that being brave and looking for the real story is important. The end.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe for more.